So I am Michael Santos with Prison Professors, and I want to thank everybody who is a part of our community working to develop knowledge and skills of the digital economy. We think this is a super important subject to be learning. People who are serving time in prison don't really have this ability to participate in all the ways that the world is changing. And the world is changing every single day. If you're not ready, you find yourself coming back to society with a lot of challenges, and our job is to help you understand how do you overcome that. You don't ever overcome it by talking about it. You don't overcome it by hoping that something is going to be better. You've got to develop new skills every single day, and you can't wait for the system to change your life. At least that's what I found. I'm Michael Santos, the founder of Prison Professors, and I would never ask anybody to do anything that I didn't do. This was the strategy that got me through 26 years in prison and allowed me to build my life when I came home. And I couldn't be doing this if I didn't have sponsorship from groups like White Collar Advice or Righting Wrongs Law Firm. Those are the groups that allow me to distribute this content free of charge to anybody in a jail or a prison anywhere across the United States. In the previous lessons, we have discussed blockchain, we have discussed Bitcoin, we have discussed decentralized finance, and we're continuing now to keep our emphasis on altcoins. And today we're going to talk about Cosmos, which trades under the symbol ATOM, A-T-O-M. This is the 15th lesson in our course. I would encourage you to go through the earlier lessons as well as our introductory course, Preparing for Success After Prison, which is available in every federal prison across the nation. So let me read Cosmos now. It's the internet of blockchains. So the digital economy evolves and matures more every day, which is why it makes a lot of sense for us to continue investing time to learn about blockchain technology and the different altcoins, including Cosmos, which trades on crypto exchanges with the symbol ATOM. Now, like other altcoins, ATOM strives to solve some of the most pressing challenges facing the blockchain industry today, including scalability, usability, and interoperability. Now, in that way, it is similar to the other altcoins that we have covered previously, such as Cardano. Both of these altcoins address some of the blockchain industry's fundamental challenges, but they approach the challenges differently and focus on different aspects. Cosmos aims to create an internet of blockchains, a network of interconnected blockchains that can communicate and transact with each other seamlessly. This lesson delves into Cosmos' innovative architecture and its role in the broader blockchain ecosystem and how it can potentially be leveraged by initiatives like Prison Professors to further our mission. So developers sometimes refer to Cosmos as the Internet of Blockchains because of its goal of creating a framework for different blockchains to interact with one another in a decentralized way. Cosmos utilizes a suite of modular tools and protocols to achieve this ambitious goal, fostering a more connected and efficient blockchain ecosystem. Both Cosmos and Cardano strive to improve scalability, usability, and interoperability within the blockchain ecosystem, but they offer unique solutions and innovations. A basic understanding of both can help us make better investment decisions and assess which altcoins may advance problems that we want to tackle. So what are some of the key features of Cosmos? Well, Inter-Blockchain Communication Protocol, IBC. At the heart of Cosmos' interoperability solution is the IBC, which allows sovereign blockchains to exchange data and tokens with each other securely and seamlessly. Tendermint Core. Cosmos leverages the Tendermint consensus mechanism, which provides high performance, consistency, and security to the blockchains built on top of it, all while being energy efficient compared to traditional proof-of-work systems. Cosmos SDK. This modular framework enables developers to build customized blockchains quickly and easily, tailored to specific applications or use cases. So what are Cosmos's potential for prison professors and reintegration efforts? Since Prison Professors is striving to create innovative, non-governmental tools to help people who want to help themselves, we envision a decentralized application, a DApp. It's an ecosystem that supports secure communication, securely and privately sharing information and resources among various support networks, educational platforms, and employment services, all built on different blockchains but interconnected through Cosmos. Tokenization of achievements. Implementing a system where educational milestones and rehabilitation progress are tokenized and recognized across different service platforms within the Cosmos ecosystem, facilitating a more holistic and integrated approach to reintegration. Decentralized identity, utilizing Cosmos to create and manage decentralized identities for formerly incarcerated people, giving them control over their data and how it's shared across services. As I worked with Ryan on this project, we came up with a potential use study to consider. Those who have read my book, Earning Freedom, know that a central core of our advocacy comes from incentivizing excellence. Through Cosmos, we could issue tokens that would lead to higher levels of liberty and more opportunity. The introductory course that Prison Professors offers, Preparing for Success After Prison, strives to encourage personal and professional development. With Cosmos, we can issue success tokens to signify completion of each lesson. So how would all of this work? As an entrepreneur, that's some of the tasks that we have to do. We've got to figure out, how do we create something out of nothing? That's what I really had to learn a lot of while I was going through prison, because you live in this environment with a lot of obstruction, a lot of difficulties, and every time you face those difficulties, you've got to make a decision. Are you going to allow those obstructions and external circumstances to dictate what you become, how successful you become? Are you going to try and make excuses for the reasons you can't crush it or hit it out of the park? Or are you going to find your own way, find solutions to problems? That's what I'm trying to do out here, and I can't do it without your help. So I'm encouraging you, do your part, and I will do my part. But if I were going to build a DApp on this theory that I'm giving you today, here's how it would work. By using the Cosmos blockchain, we could deploy a smart contract for the Preparing for Success After Prison course. Whenever a participant completes a lesson, the smart contract would automatically issue success tokens to the participant's blockchain wallet. These tokens serve as immutable proof of a person's educational achievements while the person's incarcerated. Now, what about the token utility? Participants could use the success tokens in various ways. That's what utility means. How are you going to use it? Liberty levels. Participants could present their token holdings to case managers in exchange for access to work release programs or to furloughs or access to home confinement. Probation officers could use the tokens as evidence of a person's commitment to rehabilitation, possibly influencing decisions regarding their levels of liberty. And then there are employment opportunities. Participants could share tokens with prospective employers as verifiable credentials of their dedication to personal growth, potentially improving their chances of employment. And then about access to credit. Through partnerships with DeFi platforms built on Cosmos, participants could use success tokens as collateral or influence credit scores, enabling participants to access financial services more easily. Decentralized verification. The Cosmos blockchain ensures transparent and tamper-proof issuance and ownership of success tokens. Employers, probation officers, and financial institutions could verify the authenticity of a participant's achievements without relying on a centralized authority, such as an indifferent or apathetic human. Inter-blockchain communication. Leveraging Cosmos' inter-blockchain communication, or IBC protocol, success tokens could interact with other blockchain networks, expanding the utility beyond the Cosmos ecosystem. For example, participants could exchange tokens for other digital assets or use them in other blockchain-based job marketplaces. So what would be the implementations of the steps? Well, the smart contract development would be first. You got to develop the smart contract on the Cosmos blockchain that governs the issuance and redemption of success tokens. 2, you got to partner and integrate. You got to collaborate with probation departments, employers, and financial institutions to recognize success tokens as a valid measure of an individual's efforts to rehabilitate. 3, the wallet and the user interface. We got to provide an intuitive interface for participants to manage their tokens and for stakeholders to verify token authenticity and ownership. So what's the potential impact of all of this? Well, this application not only incentivizes participation in rehabilitation programs, but also provides a blockchain-based solution to the challenges faced by formerly incarcerated people in reintegrating into society. By leveraging Cosmos' technology, prison professors can create a scalable, secure, and interoperable platform that builds bridges the gap between personal development in prison and tangible benefits in the outside world. So let's write this little conclusion here. Using Cosmos to create a success token system exemplifies how blockchain technology can be applied to address real-world problems, offering a novel approach to supporting reintegration and opening up new opportunities for those committed to changing their lives. The concept demonstrates the power of blockchain to create positive social impact, aligning with Prison Professor's mission to empower individuals through education and technology. In our next lesson, we'll discuss the popular Dogecoin. So now let's turn back to our investment tutorial. On Friday, February 23rd, which was the day I wrote this lesson, at 2:05 in the afternoon Pacific time, the price of Bitcoin continued trading in a range when I looked at Coinbase. It was $50,991.50. The total investment in Bitcoin at the end of the day was $192,202.76 for a total of 4 Bitcoins. That total value, market value on that day, was $203,966, which showed a gain of $11,763 on the investment. So, separately, of course, I had the ETH, the 1 ETH. It was valued at $2,954.74 when I bought it, but all in $3,021. It was worth that day $2,946.80. But besides Bitcoin and ETH, I want to give you an update on the altcoins that we've covered so far. So Link was valued at $18.11. ADA was valued at 0.5888 cents, and the value of Atom was $10. Now again, I'm not giving anybody financial advice. That's your job. Your job is to figure out what is valuable to you. And you should always remember, as with any investment, an asset is only worth what the next person is willing to pay for it. Sometimes assets have more value at one period of time than at another. And you got to live with that. And cryptocurrency is one of the most volatile assets. In fact, although I wrote this course in February, I'm actually filming this video on Tuesday, March the 5th at 12:08 p.m. And ironically, earlier today, Bitcoin hit an all-time high at about $69,300 a coin. So it had a remarkable run from the time that I began filming, but since it hit its all-time high, it's dropped by $7,000. So it's now trading at $62,630 as of this minute right now. That's the volatility of this asset class. And so it's super important for anybody that gets involved in any kind of investment, whether it's real estate, stocks, crypto, business, anything that you want to do, you've always got to prepare yourself. And that's the reason we launched our introductory course, Prepare for Success After Prison. Nobody can do this for you but you. And you've got to want it as bad as I wanted it when I was in prison if you want to overcome the challenges of confinement. So I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm giving you life advice on how to prepare for success. One of the ways that you can prepare is you can respond to these critical thinking questions. 1, how does Cosmos' approach to interoperability challenge the current landscape of isolated blockchain networks? 2, in what ways could the Cosmos SDK and IBC protocol be utilized to enhance reintegration services for formerly incarcerated people? 3, consider the role of decentralized identities in the Cosmos ecosystem. How could this impact the privacy and autonomy of individuals in the reintegration process? Now, as I conclude these lessons, I always want to invite you to be a part of the community. And you can do that easily enough by simply sending an email to interns@prisonprofessorstalent.com. Make sure that you write on there digital economy course, number 1. And number 2, make sure that you respond to the questions and let us know that you want to be a part of the community, and we can document and memorialize your success. If you don't have access to an email and you don't have a family member who will send the email, then please just send us a regular mail to Prison Professors and put attention digital economy course at 32565 Golden Lantern Suite B10226 in Dana Point, California 92629. Now, just to give you a story of where we've been, lesson 14 we covered Chainlink. This lesson we covered Cosmos, and in lesson number 16 we're going to cover Dogecoin. What's most important is that you recognize this is an initiative that we want you to be a part of. It's not about me. It's not about Prison Professors. It's about you. And recognizing the world is changing. It's going to continue changing over the next 5 years, the next 10 years. And while you're in prison, you're going to miss out on a lot of that. But I don't want you to be missing out on opportunities to even get a job. And the more you understand how the world is changing, the better you are going to position yourself to create your own job, just as I've always had to do. And I would never ask anybody to do anything I didn't do. So I'm going to close this lesson by thanking Ryan Salem, my collaborator on this project. I'm going to thank whitecollaradvice.com for sponsoring these programs, and also the Righting Wrongs Law Firm, a group that specializes in post-conviction work, and they've been a big sponsor of ours and a big believer of what we do. But we really all believe in you. And so we're hoping that you use this time today to prepare for success in the weeks, months, years, and decades ahead. My name is Michael Santos. I'm the founder of Prison Professors, and I believe in you.